It started with some scratch card, lottery, and poker when I was around 15 years old, but I could keep the control. Then I discovered sports betting when I became 16. I always loved sports. Both participate and watch them. In the beginning, I placed 4 to 5 to 6 leg parlays with a few euros and won like 80 to 100 euros, kind of pocket money. Right now in my country, the average monthly salary is around 800 to 900 euros. My parents paid everything for me, so I didn't have to worry about money. Between age 16 to 18, the stakes rise slowly, but even losses didn't affect me. I was financially stable as a teenager can be. In this part of my life, I had a perfect social life, beside drinking too much sometimes. A lot of friends, good relationship with family, good health, and I had peace of mind. When I became 18, I moved away to study at university. My rent, my tuition fee, food, partying, so everything was covered by my parents. First year was good. Kept focused on studying, but partied a lot. Also got a lot of new friends and got a girlfriend. I worked occasionally and started a small business to get some extra money, but started betting more, like from 20 to 30 euros up to hundreds, what I could afford. Started borrowing money from friends. Even took student loans to somehow finance my addiction. Second year, everything started falling apart. Couldn't control my addiction. If I was down to my last 10 euros, risked that money. If I had 1,000 euros in my pocket, I risked that. Started borrowing more and more money from friends, but they didn't know about my addiction, and they lended me money because always paid them somehow. Also changed the student loan to the maximum amount. I received 6 months loan in one amount, lost it in 1 hour. Sometimes barely had food because I lost my money for the week. My business struggled because had no money to reinvest. I kept focus on two things: partying, drinking, and gambling, but mostly on the second one. Only close friends knew I have some problems. I tried to keep up with my exams and pay attention to my partner, friends, and family, but it was really hard. Started having horrible mood swings, depression, anxiety. Third year, few months into first semester, I hit the rock bottom. Couldn't pay my friends anymore. I owed to 20 to 30 people on various range from 10 to 1,000 euros. Business went bankrupt. Lost student loan for the semester in a few hours. I had no income, just the money parents sent me for my needs. Lost the money for food, rent, tuition fee. Sold my belongings from my MacBook to my used t-shirts, whatever I could. I didn't attend classes. I was barely able to leave my house because of depression. I even borrowed a big amount, a bit more than 10,000 euros, from parents to invest in crypto and things like that. Of course, never bought any crypto, lost it in a few days. Because I didn't pay the rent and a tuition, I got evicted from my rent and kicked out from uni. My partner also broke up with me. I hit the rock bottom, I thought at least. I had to move home and tell the truth. By this time, including all my debts, friends, family, student loan, rent, etc., it reached about 25,000 euros. That's a shit ton of money in my country. My parents earned together 3,000 to 3,200 euros now, which is very good, almost the double of the average person. They were not happy, but helped me pay off a part of my debts. We came to an agreement that I give up gambling, start working, collecting some money, get my life together, and I can finish school later. I accepted this. I was still young, 21. I found a job that paid a little bit over minimum wage. A half year went by without gambling, but life was shit. Had depression constantly. Almost no social life. Only a few close friends stayed on my side. Previously, my phone was ringing all day, and had no money because most of my salary went to debts. It seemed a never-ending circle. Started betting occasionally, but with small amounts. After a year, I moved from home again. I got a better paying job and applied to university to finish it, and I found a beautiful, loving, caring girlfriend. I was happy with my life, but my addiction was stronger. Started betting more frequently and bigger stakes. I kept my addiction in secret. At least I tried. Parents thought everything is fine, and my girlfriend didn't know anything about this. I was stressed and depressed constantly because of money. Unfortunately, got into some not-so-legal business. Money was good, really good. Most of them went to gambling, and I was not able to focus on anything else. Couldn't pass my exams, had some problems in my relationship, lying about money to everybody, spoke less with friends, no social life, physical and mental health got worse. After a year into my relationship, confessed everything to partner. By this time, she moved my place. She tried to help, but the only thing happened, I became more secretive. Started lying more and more and gambling more and more. Took out bank loan, borrowed money from coworkers, my boss, even loan sharks. Almost a year went by like this. When I completely hit the rock bottom, that's what I thought. My love had enough, broke up with me. I went bankrupt again. Collection company put an incasso on my bank account. Kicked from uni and rent again. Depression got more worse. Started thinking about suicide. Visited a psychologist and attended to GA meetings a few times. None of them helped. I started renting a small room in the same city because I kept my work. Work, business, gambling, and drugs, alcohol sometimes. Money was good, but kept losing everything. 3,000 to 5,000 euros every month. Social life and mental health was totally destroyed. I was a living zombie. Year went by, struggling in every aspect of life. I was thinking 24/7 how to get more money to gamble. Nothing was enough. Biggest winning was like 15,000, paid back some debt. Rest was gone in a few hours, but I could keep telling stories for weeks about big wins and losing them in a short time. Got into more not-so-legal shit for money. Then got busted for things, tax fraud and things like that. So I don't robbed. Anybody never sold any illegal substance. I don't want to share details because my trial will be held in a few months. Lost everything, even my job. I could move home, lived there for a few months, was unemployed. My parents supported and helped me last time. I could move to Germany to work. I didn't really like it. I worked 4 months there, sent some money home, but most of my salary went to sports betting. Work, housemates, everything was horrible. After Germany, I came to the Netherlands. I've been working here for a year now. As an immigrant with no qualifications, doing minimum wage job and losing even this, living with 6 other drug and alcohol addicts is horrible. I suffered and struggled more in this year than in the previous 10. Same shit happening every week. I get paid Friday and lost all of them the same night. I have nothing now. Not even food till next Friday. Lost 30 kilos in the last year. All I have is something like 55,000 euros debt, and I'm facing 3 to 5 years in prison. But the worst is my sanity is gone. Have no mood for anything, just lying in bed all day and watching the ceiling, thinking about life and how I f***ed up. Thinking about suicide all day. I lost all my friends, speak parents once in a month. Only collection companies looking for me. When I was a teenager, I had plans, a bright future was waiting for me, but I f***ed up. And after this shit I went through, I got tired. Tired of life. Am too tired and weak to change. Tried several times. I will be 28 next month, but I don't think I will see it. Probably gone kill myself in a short time. Just need to get some courage to do it. I wrote down my story in hopes some people who is in the beginning of their addiction, or maybe stronger than me, can quit and get their life together. Wish you the best.